When you need advice, come to Ben and Kelly. It's group therapy on 99.7 DJX.
All right, so we got this voice note originally just without any sort of context. Thankfully, we did get the context because she did ask for us to disguise her voice. We only learned that after we had already played
the promo yesterday.
Yeah, but I mean, we'll just pretend like that didn't happen.
You didn't hear it.
So here's what she sent us originally.
Hey guys, okay, so I can't believe I'm doing this. One of my best friends is going through a really bad divorce. And can I tell you I'm really happy about it? Because her soon-to-be ex-husband is such a jerk. And I don't want to tell her that I'm happy, but I really am happy. Because she's going to be so much better off. But I feel really bad because I want to be a really good friend and support her, and she really wants to stay in the marriage. But, oh, God, I really can't wait till it's done.
Okay, so we got that.
Okay, and then we got the context.
Legit without any sort of context. Then about a few hours later, we got another follow-up email from, quote, Wendy.
Hey, Ben and Kelly, sorry I sent you the voice note without any explanation. You must have thought this lady's nuts. After thinking about it, I decided to just send you a little context so you can use my previous voice note. Just please disguise my voice.
Noted. We did.
Got it.
Perfect. Nothing's wrong.
Sure did the whole time. Anyway, I've known her since we were in grade school. We're the true definition of BFFs. She was the maid of honor in my wedding. I was a maid of honor in hers, even though I wasn't a big fan of the guy she was marrying. We'll call him, quote, Bob.
All right, Bob.
She met him after college. They dated for about a year before getting engaged. Married about 3 months later. There was something about Bob that didn't sit well with me. I call him a jerk, not because he was ever physically abusive with her, but he definitely was mentally manipulative and would gaslight her all the time.
Oh.
If that weren't enough, there were always whispers and rumors that he wasn't faithful from the moment they started dating. He had to deny several times to my best friend that he had another girl on the side. What makes me believe these rumors is he was always a little too flirty with me when we were alone.
Oh.
Nothing ever happened, but I'm convinced if I showed even the slightest bit of interest, he would have cheated on her with me in a second.
Oh, gosh.
Plus, he isn't honest about money with her, and the list of why I think this guy's a jerk goes on and on and on. So out of the blue, he tells her that he isn't getting what he feels like he should out of the marriage, and that my friend doesn't contribute equally, that she doesn't give him enough trust, and files for divorce.
Oh.
I think this is great. But my friend is devastated, obviously.
Aw, yeah.
And I don't want to tell her that I'm happy she's going to be done with this jerk because I see she's in a lot of pain. But wow, I'm happy.
Wow.
Good riddance, you know? Now, you don't think there's any reason for me to tell her I'm happy, do you? Or should that be a conversation over some wine like a year down the road? Thank you all. Peace, love, and chicken grease.
Thanks, Wendy.
Okay.
What
And I agree with her, I think, initial thought at this, that I don't think we need to share her intense glee when she's in so much pain right now. I don't think that her best friend's in a mindset to be like, you know what? Yeah, you're right. This is the great thing. Like, she's got to work through her pain first.
Yeah, look, I think she's right. Yes. This guy obviously wasn't right from the start. She saw it. Obviously, her friend was blinded by love.
Right.
And didn't see it. And so now he is, it sounds like, even gaslighting her in the whole divorce thing, you know?
Yes.
Like,
that came out of nowhere.
Right.
Sucker punched her.
Oh, my gosh.
And yeah, no, I get it. And, getting a couple of text messages. Tracy said, first of all, I like Wendy. She sounds like a good time. Second of all, yes, I agree. She needs to put a pin in it and not tell her for a while.
Yeah.
We're not saying like never confess that maybe you feel like she's in a better place now. But
now's not the time to be like, I told you.
Exactly. Yeah, she doesn't need an I told you so moment right now.
Right.
For sure.
Man, but the audacity of the dude to hit on Wendy, the best friend.
It does sound terrible.
Yeah.
I agree with Wendy. Like, he sounds
audacity.
awful. It does sound like the best friend is going to be way better off.
All right.
She just can't see that right now, and now is not the time to point that
Nope,
out.
not at all. All right, so if you got comments or maybe you've been in this situation, you can be like, you know what? I know exactly what's happening here. This is how I handled this. Let us know your thoughts.
Going up on Facebook, too, at Ben and Kelly Show.
All right, 502-795-1997. Wendy, her best friend, going through a divorce. And she is feeling bad that she's feeling happy about it.
Yeah, and she's just kind of wondering, do I share my intense glee with my friend that she is leaving this awful jerk behind in her wake? And I think we were all kind of thinking maybe now is not the time.
Yeah.
Eventually let her get through the grieving process of trying to move forward. And then once she gets on the other side, you can be a little bit honest. Jennifer on Facebook said, I've been in a very similar situation. My friend's husband up and left her for another woman, closed the bank accounts, changed his phone.
Oh, my gosh.
I stepped up and helped her through the first initial part of it. I was honest with her about how he was a jerk. She deserved better and hit on me. A week later, they got back together, and guess who was left on the side of the road? Me.
Oh.
Keep it to yourself. She just needs someone to lean on right now. Learn from my mistakes.
Oh, wow. Good thought. Thank you for that.
Wow.
Kay, what's your thought?
So for Wendy, and just for advice for her, she just to remember that she's always going to be her best friend, but grief comes in many stages. So right now, even though she doesn't see it, her friend is in the sad part of grief when you first go through the breakup, the uncertainty of, what does she do next? Where does she go on, just life? And then she'll go through the anger. Would you just support her through the anger? Don't feed the anger. Just support her anger. And then year 2 down the road, whenever she can see things clear, then that's when you're like, I always felt that way. I just didn't want to tell you yet.
Yeah.
Yes, that's good.
So just kind of let her go through the process. My name is Kay. So just let her process everything, and it'll be great.
All right. Thank you, Kay. Andrew, the Love Doctor.
If there's nothing wrong with her expressing that she's happy. Now, she didn't have to throw her a party or anything. I get that. At this moment. But obviously, if everything that she said is somewhat accurate, then her friend has got to have some kind of idea that this guy wasn't the most pleasant or faithful person in the world. There's nothing wrong with her expressing her happiness for her. But maybe she expresses it in a way where she says, hey, you already feel better. You already look better. When you talk to me, you're glowing, whatever. Pump her up. Give her positive feedback.
That's good. I like that.
Help her through it. Yeah, help her through it. Don't go in and go, yeah, I'm glad he was a jerk. You don't want to do that, of course. Right. But, at the end of the day, her friend's going to realize that down the road, and that may be something she can express. But just be open and positive and say, hey, I'm happy for you. It's a fresh start. I can help you through it. We'll do it together, that kind of thing, right? It's easy. It's not really that difficult to do.
That is true. She just doesn't need to be like, whoa, thank God, good riddance. She just needs to pick her words a little bit more with more
that's compassion. That's a little bit insensitive now. 6 months from now, sure. But right now, probably not a good idea.
Right.
Got it.
All right. Andrew, the Love Doctor, thank you, man.
Keep on loving, guys.
Lisa says, my BFF since elementary, dating a total D-bag. She thinks she's in love, blah, 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 blah. When he dumps her, and he will, it will be a happy day. But she is my friend. And I'm going to support her until she's over it. Then I'm going to let her know what's up.
Yeah, and Megan's kind of saying the same thing. She said, kind of wait for the right time, but it's important for the friend to be ready with a list of stuff she found personally offensive of the guy and not just what he did to his wife.
Are you saying
so when
pull out the book?
I think
right,
she's like,
ready
listen,
to talk about this now?
If you are starting to blame yourself or if you're starting to consider trying to take him back, these are the reasons why you should not. And so when she comes out of the gaslight fog.
20th. He put his hand on my knee.
Yes. Well, I think it's a valid thing to say, listen, there is a time maybe for some brutal honesty, especially if he hit on her.
Yeah, for sure.
And the friend doesn't know it. And, she obviously couldn't tell her that when she was in the marriage and didn't know any of it. But maybe, we are ready and armed with some of that information if you need to bring it out. I don't know if she needs to bring it out, but if it looks like her friend is wavering, starting to just can't bring herself out of the sadness, thinks she's to blame, whatever, any of those scenarios,
pull then out your little journal.
She could have her little arsenal. Like, hey, just to point a different picture of this man that maybe you weren't aware of. Yeah. Here is why it's a good thing you're not
All right.
together.
I think I think we're all kind of leaning on the hold it now,
Yes.
wait until you need to.
Right.
I do like the idea of, hey, year down the road over some wine, maybe,
Yes.
then it all kind of comes out and she's in a better place emotionally.
But even then, with the way we say that, I think is always with a little bit more compassion than the honesty that she shared with us. I don't know if her friend's ever going to be but like, let's throw a divorce party. She may not get to that point.
Right,
but,
right, right.
I think if she just says, listen, this is why you are so much better off and I love you and you need someone that's going to treat you way better.
Yep. All right. Well, hey, good luck with Wendy and your friend for sure. Keep us posted on that. That is Group Therapy.